One man, one mission to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The anxiety guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine, a leading authority in generalized anxiety. Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the anxiety guy.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 46. I'm Dennis Simsek and I'll be your host today on the Anxiety Guy podcast. Thanks for being a part of it. Head over to Facebook and like the Anxiety Guy Facebook page. All our updates are done through there as well. If you're looking for a proven CBT method to overcome your health anxiety, head to anxietyexit.com and start the End the Anxiety program today. Now, today we're talking about techniques. Now, I don't know about you, but with me and my health anxiety, it was almost like my mornings were very, very difficult. When I woke up in the morning, it was almost like I dreaded the entire day. I was kind of like, oh man, I don't know how this day is going to go. I'm fearing the unknown. I want to stay in my comfort zone today. I hope things don't rattle out of control. I hope I don't go crazy. I hope I don't have symptoms. You know, in the morning, I had a lot of difficulty getting myself out of bed, convincing myself that today was going to be different. You know, there was a lot of willpower involved there. I didn't have many strategies. And I blamed the world. I played the victim and I blamed the world. I blamed God. I blamed people. I blamed my environment. I was just basically blaming everything. And you guys are probably in a very similar situation as me when I was struggling with health anxiety. So today, guys, I want to give you guys a couple of techniques. I want to give you guys a couple of powerful tools that you can use throughout the day. And I want to name them for you here. So the first two techniques are called 2x2. And the 2x2, what we're going to do is we're going to start the day properly. We're going to not run away from, not avoid thoughts, but we're going to find an external way of getting rid of those thoughts and not kind of ruminating and dwelling over them throughout the day. The 2x2 approach involves the fresh start activity, which we start first thing in the morning when we wake up, and then that's followed by our greatest self visualization. So that's called the 2x2, and those are the first two exercises. Now, the third one is called the Circle of Excellence, and I'm going to run you guys through each and every one of these and why we're doing them, and I hope that you will add these to your routines on a daily basis if you want to get the most out of your day. If you want the most productive day, if you want the most positive and confident day, you will do these techniques on a daily basis for 30 days and make them a habit. Now, starting with the first one, it is the fresh start activity. Now, the fresh start activity means that you will have a notepad beside you next to your bed. Now, what starts to happen? We've already talked about what happens when you wake up in the morning. You go over your thoughts, you go over your day, you dwell over how bad it's going to be and all that stuff. Now, with your journal beside you, and I did this a lot. I did this all the time, and I still do it from time to time. All my thoughts, everything that I'm thinking of, I will set an alarm on my phone, and I will time myself for 2 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll write down all the thoughts that come to my mind in that 2-minute period. Now, it could be like, okay, I wake up in the morning, I got my journal beside me, and right away I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how's my day gonna go? I'm really dwelling, meeting my boss today. I'm scared about that performance I have to give today. I hope I don't have another panic attack. Anything that you're thinking will go onto paper as soon as you wake up. Now, what is this gonna be good for? This will create a link, guys. I truly want you to understand because this is the most powerful part. It's not about just writing down your thoughts. It's about creating a link, getting it out of you. And that link is that when I write my thoughts down on paper in my 2-minute exercise, what starts to happen is I get it out of my head, I get it out of my body, I get it out of my spirit, I get it out of my soul, and I have released it to the world. So for 2 minutes, you're going to write down all the thoughts that come to your mind without stopping. Who cares about grammar? Don't worry about periods, commas. Whatever comes to your mind, I want you to write it on the piece of paper in front of you. Powerful, powerful. Now, after that, what we're going to be doing is grabbing that piece of paper. And when you put something into the garbage, do you usually think about it? No. When you put it into the garbage and when it goes into the bin, what starts to happen is you automatically eliminate that from your mind. You've already made a link in your head that whatever goes in the garbage bin is eliminated from your fridge, eliminated as far as garbage goes, and this again will be a piece of that garbage. So what's going to happen is you're done your 2-minute exercise. Head over to your garbage bin, scrumple that paper up, throw it in the garbage bin, and it's done. When that's done, what you're going to be doing is heading to your next 2-minute exercise. Remember, we called it 2 by 2. So you just did your first 2-minute exercise by putting all your thoughts on paper, writing it all out. The timer went off. You threw it in the garbage bin. It is done. It is gone. You've gotten rid of it out of your mind, out of your body. It's gone. Now, the next one is your greatest self. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be closing your eyes and you're going to engage in all of your senses in this exercise. It's not about just visualization. It's about closing your eyes and remembering a time where you felt perfect. You felt amazing. You felt like, you know what? I wanted this thing so badly. I wanted it badly. I came up with a strategy and boom, I got it. And I felt so good and I wanted to tell the world about it. You know that moment. You know that moment very, very well. The only problem is you don't allow yourself to go there anymore. You don't allow yourself to have those positive feelings, have those positive thoughts anymore. But guess what? Every morning from now on, we're going to go there. So, closing your eyes, setting your timer for another 2 minutes. What you're going to do is remember a time where you were excellent, okay? Now, that time could be when you accomplished an incredible talk in front of a number of people and they were standing up and clapping their hands and you're running yourself through that same period in your mind. So you're closing your eyes, you're going to that place. It could be that, you know what, you did a marathon and you finished the marathon, you put your hands up in the air and you felt that feeling of accomplishment, right? So for 2 minutes, after your first 2-minute exercise, I want you to go to that place of emotional excellence. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel what you felt. You're going to hear what you heard in that moment. You're going to see what you saw in that moment. You're going to taste. Maybe there's something to taste in that moment, right? You're also going to smell what you smelt in that moment. All your senses engaged in your 2-minute greatest self exercise. Now, when that 2-minute exercise is done and you've spent 4 minutes in your morning routine, now you can start your day. You can go to the shower, you can make breakfast for yourself, you can go check your emails, whatever you need to do. But first, you must engage in your 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is powerful because what it does is it starts an incredibly powerful habit that speaks to your subconscious mind. It tells your subconscious mind, number one thing, where the first 2-minute exercise is not kind of running away from your thoughts, but being in the moment of your thoughts where you write it on paper and then you get rid of it, right? So you're making the link of writing and getting rid of that. Now, the next 2 minutes is bringing things back, so emotionally getting involved in that feeling of excellence. Okay, guys? So I hope I made that clear to you 2 by 2. And if you have problems with this, you can always write me at anxietyexit.com. I answer almost every question. On YouTube, send me a comment. I answer almost every question. The third exercise, we've done our 2 by 2. We've started our morning. We're getting ready for the day and such. Now, the third exercise is called your circle of excellence, and it's very similar to your greatest self, but it's portable. And I got this idea from Steve G. Jones, who's a fantastic hypnotherapist. He works with NLP, and he's a great practitioner. Check him out on YouTube. This is a portable circle, which when you step into, will provide you a feeling of excellence. A feeling of excellence. So imagine this. You have an imaginary circle in front of you, okay? You could be sitting down right now. You could be standing, whatever it is. If you're driving or something, listening to this podcast episode, that's fine. Just you go over it again, but understand where I'm coming from. The circle of excellence is where you see an imaginary circle in front of you, okay? So that circle is kind of rotating, okay? So imagine the circle rotating. Give it a color. Right? So there's maybe a light that's rotating around that circle. Maybe there's a swooshing sound around that circle. This is your circle of excellence. What color would you give that circle? What would it sound like? What would it feel like to be inside of it? Now, what you're going to be doing with this portable circle is imagine that you can take it with you anywhere. Now, imagine this. You're giving a speech. You're extremely nervous about the speech, but you have a secret weapon. Your secret weapon is your portable circle of excellence. Now, you're going to close your eyes, and if that podium is, let's say, 6 meters away, what you're going to be doing is grab your circle of excellence in your mind, and you're going to place that circle of excellence right where you're going to give that talk. Now, when you're giving that talk, again, you're conjuring up that feeling that you had long time ago, that feeling of excellence, that idea of, you know what, I gave this perfect speech, I felt super confident, my shoulders were back, my chin was high, I was speaking in different tones, I was giving it these hand gestures. And a lot of times when you step into your circle of excellence, you start to become somebody else. You start to become the person you truly want to be. You're not shy anymore. You're not afraid anymore. You're stepping into your circle. You're understanding that your circle has a feeling that comes with it. It has a color. It has a shape. It has, it has a sound. That circle of excellence is portable, guys. So you can use your circle of excellence for anything. Now, I personally used my circle of excellence when I went to the doctors, okay? And to this day, I've got this lingering fear sometimes of when I go to the doctors and get a regular checkup, we all have that feeling, right? So when I'm there and I'm talking to the doctor, what I do is I imagine my circle of excellence right where I'm going to be speaking to the doctor from. So I put my circle of excellence in front of the doctor and I give my kind of speech to the doctor. Doctor, here's what I'm feeling. Here's where the direction that my life is going. I'm taking these supplements. Here's what else I'm doing. And I'm talking to him in a confident way. I'm not talking as a victim. I'm not talking as someone that should be, really felt bad about. I'm not talking in that way. I'm talking with confidence. Another place you can use your circle of excellence is you can let it go when you're playing a sporting event. And remember, your circle of excellence is portable. So let's say, you're playing, let's say you're playing baseball, okay? And in that diamond where you're the pitcher, you create your circle of excellence. And you're creating that feeling of exactly what you want to do, how you want to feel, how you want your pitches to go, right? You get into your circle of excellence and you feel it. You feel it, right? You feel exactly the routines that you go over, and you can feel how good that pitch is going to be, whatever it may be, okay? So guys, you can see how this circle of excellence, when you bring it with you, no matter what you're doing, takes you out of the mode of being fearful and puts you in a mode of being excellent, of being fearless, right? Of being brave and having that freedom that you want when you talk to people or when you're explaining your anxiety disorder to your spouse. A lot of people out there have trouble explaining their anxiety to their friends and family members. Guess what you have now? You have your circle of excellence. Put the circle down. But first, imagine what you want to feel before you get into your circle of excellence. How do you want your body to look? How do you want your tones to look, right? How do you want to explain yourself? And when you step into it, you become a different person. And that's the key to being successful with your circle of excellence, guys. So we've got 2x2, okay? We've got fresh start, we've got your greatest self, and that's the 2-minute followed by the extra 2 minutes. Then you've got your circle of excellence that you can take with you no matter where you are, at work, in the car, on a flight, you're going somewhere, whatever it may be. That is with you all the time. You guys know that I'm not big on techniques, but I am big on results, right? I'm not big on running away from things. I'm not big on stuffing, when we get a subconscious thought of something that happened back in the day that, we're fearful of or that we don't want to think of. I'm not big on, turning the volume up in the car to try to get rid of those thoughts. No. When those thoughts come up, remember what they are. They're warning signs. Something is telling you that you must deal with something if you want to move on in your life. A lot of people try to eliminate their anxiety levels. They try to cope with it. They try to hide it. They try to run from it. But a lot of times, those subconscious thoughts, those core beliefs are what runs your anxiety levels to the maximum. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, head over to anxietyexit.com, start the End the Anxiety program, and get going with your life. Start your life now. No more coping, no more getting by. Have a CBT proven method to help you. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and remember, you are more than anxiety. Love you guys.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.